to the podcast.
Yeah. Nailed it.
I can't take trying seriously. That's what happens.
It was more graceful than the way I started mine.
I can't remember that far back.
It's COVID brain.
It's real. Okay. I'm going to tell the story of the Woodchipper murder, which, I don't know, maybe there's multiple Woodchipper murders. But
Wait.
The murder of Helle Crafts. Have you heard of it?
No, I was just about to ask if the Woodchipper was the instrument used in the murders, or if the Woodchipper is what was committing the murder. Job. Didn't know if it was like a sci-fi story where the Woodchipper became sentient.
Well, that
started
would
going
be a
after
fun
people.
Time.
Yeah,
no.
Okay.
It was the Woodchipper. It's called the Woodchipper murder because that's just a more fun name. But the person was already dead when they were put into the Woodchipper.
Okay.
But you're getting ahead of me now.
Okay.
Okay. So the person that was murdered, I believe I'm saying her name right. Helle Crafts. It's just Helle. As far as I know, it's Helle. So she was born in Denmark in the 40s. She's a flight attendant. Okay. Well, she was. She isn't anymore because she's dead. But she was a flight attendant. And
you have
she
a way
meets
with
this
words.
Pilot. Yeah. So she meets this pilot, Richard Crafts. I don't know. It was vague with the background information about, like, was she a flight attendant in Denmark and him a pilot from America, and at some little journey their cross path. I don't know. That's what I'm imagining. But so they get married in 1979. He's from Connecticut, so he takes her back to Connecticut. They settle down, They bang out 3 kids right away, because why wait? But they both kept working, Richard continued flying planes. Helle continued working on the planes. Okay, but, love probably never
I like
lost
it so far.
because, yeah, well, there's the love story. Here is when it comes to an end. 1985. Helle discovers that Richard is having affairs. You shitty bed.
Hey, what?
Yeah, I just wanted to group you all in together.
Okay. That's fair.
All right. So she's like, I'm going to get a divorce attorney. Well, I don't know. That like a year went by. She gets a divorce attorney, But she also had hired a private investigator. His name, Oliver Mayo. Okay. There's the reaction I'm waiting for. Whose name is Mayo? Oliver's. That's who. So Oliver Mayo, he's like, all right, I'll go stalk Richard a little bit. All right, there. Oh, he's kissing a woman. Snip, snap. Got some pictures. He's outside the lady's house. Mm-hmm. So now he can confirm the affair. Helle has a case for divorce. And so some things like just like their friends that Helle and Richard interacted with, they knew that Richard, he had a temper, Sometimes the friends were concerned about it. And then there was, I don't know, maybe just one time, but Helle had said to her friends, if something happens to me, don't think it was an accident. Suspicious.
Get out of there, girl.
Tried to divorce him a little sooner. Okay. So, November 18th, 1986 still. Helle had been working on a long flight that was coming from Frankfurt, Germany. Everything comes back to Germany. Back to the States.
Well, bunch of psychopaths. Wait, what?
No comment. I probably don't have a good case against it. Okay. So she's coming back from a flight from Germany. So my understanding, because everything I'm reading was just like, and her friends gave her a ride home. But I'm like, but why? Well, a snowstorm was coming, so I just assume either she didn't have a vehicle at the airport, or if she did, she didn't think she could drive through the snow, but her friends could. Whatever. Her friends give her a ride from the airport back to her home, and she's never seen again.
Whoa.
Okay.
On that note,
what happened?
do you want to ride next time there's snow?
Don't freak me out.
Okay, continue.
But I'm a nervous wreck about the snow and our work schedule. Don't get me going on that. Okay, so the next morning, it's now November 19th. Richard wakes up his kids, and of course they have a nanny, you know. I'm pretty sure Richard was probably well off financially. I assume pilots have a good salary, but what do I know? Okay, he wakes up the kids, wakes up the nanny, because apparently the nanny lives with them. It's like, we're going to my sister's house. The power's out. And maybe the power was out. I don't know. It seemed suspicious, but also it seemed like something they could probably check on, so maybe it was out. So Richard drives the nanny and the kids to his sister. And the nanny's like, where's Helle? And he's like, she'll be here later. And then he's like, so you guys get out. I'll come back later with Helle. Well, that was all a lie. So then some people start wondering, where's Helle? No one's seen her. And instead of just sticking to one story, here are the variety of things that Richard used as excuses for where Helle was. I took her and the kids to her sister's house. Suspicious. Oh, and she went back home to Denmark to visit her mom. Suspicious. Or maybe believable had he stuck with that story. But then he said, oh, she went to the Canary Islands with a friend. And get this one. He even said, I don't know where she is.
Nah. I don't know anymore. I can't keep track of that freak.
Oh, boy. So, you know, all her friends, her private investigator, they were like, this is getting suspicious. Richard can't keep his story straight. So I think it was like a friend or her private investigator. I'm not sure. It wasn't clear, but it was not Richard. But Helle is reported officially missing on December 1st, 1986. So I don't know, probably like a week and a half, 10 days, something like that went by. And then people cared. But I'm sure they probably believed Richard a little bit at first. And then they stopped believing him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to keep your story straight at least.
What? Doesn't that seem like basic killing your wife 101? Come up with the story, stick to it?
Well, yeah.
He probably wasn't watching Lifetime.
No. He was too busy smoking cigarettes and flying planes.
And cheating on his wife with other ladies.
Listen, we don't talk about that.
I just did. Okay. We got to go back to Oliver Mayo now, though. So get this. He is suspicious of the husband. What do you know?
No,
it's Oliver
way.
Mayo. He's trying to tell the local police, you guys got to investigate Richard. They're like, we don't see the need. Which, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Richard, he was like a volunteer police guy part-time. What whining?
Oh.
So I don't know. I didn't know that you could be a volunteer police officer. I'm sure he didn't have the rights to do some police work, but I don't know. I don't know what all that volunteer work entailed. I imagine it's like a Dwight Schrute situation, but whatever. Eventually, though, probably thanks to our good guy, Oliver Mayo, the case gets referred to the Connecticut State Police, not the local police that are like, Richard's a good guy. Why should we investigate him? So now it's Christmas. Richard, you know, what do you do after mom's been missing? You take the kids on vacation to Florida during Christmas. Well, the state troopers, they're like, let's go investigate the home. No one's there. So. They find in the master bedroom, there's just like chunks of the carpet that's missing and it looks odd. So whoa. I don't know why I can hear things so much better with my headphones on, but my upstairs neighbors are really vacuuming right now.
I could hear it for alarming. A second.
Whoa. All right. Okay. So they find that like chunks of the carpet, it's missing. So they talk to the nanny. And she had described a not a blood stain. She just described a stain. She didn't know what the stain was, but it was a brown. Well, most likely. I'm jumping ahead. We don't know. She doesn't know what she saw, but she said it was about as big as a grapefruit. And it was right on the part of the carpet that was missing now. And then they find a blood smear on the side of the bed. He missed a spot. Okay, so they conduct a forensic investigation then, which was led by Henry Lee. Fun fact, this guy, he maybe knows his stuff. He has worked on a lot of famous cases. A fun one, except not, but in a weird way to say fun. Michael Peterson, the guy in the staircase documentary, who claims that his wife just fell down the stairs and died, and he had nothing to do with it.
I believe him.
No. You're on the wrong side here. He worked on the O.J. Simpson case. He also, there's just a lot that he's done, but he also helped with some work after 9/11, and he did a reinvestigation of the JFK assassination. So he's done a lot of pretty popular work. I'm sure he's rich and famous. But so he conducted this forensic investigation. Okay. But what's next? They're like, let's check out Richard's credit card purchases around the time Helle's gone missing. Well, guess what he bought? He bought a freezer that they never found. Well, I don't know about never.
That's a staple.
Yep. Some new bed sheets and a new comforter. Fight must have started in the bed. He rented a wood chipper.
Ooh.
He bought a chainsaw, which was then later... Okay, wait. I don't know if I'll say this right. They found this chainsaw at the bottom of Lake Zor. I don't know. Zoar? Something like that. And the
Lake
chainsaw
Z.
was covered with... No. But the chainsaw, it's just covered with blood and hair, which, guess what? Matched Helle's DNA.
I thought you were going to say, and guess what she has? Blood and hair.
Well, not anymore because she's dead, but back in the day she did. Until she got chopped up with a chainsaw, that is. Okay. Now enters Joseph Hine, a local man that drives a snowplow in the wintertime in Connecticut. He's important. So, calm your tits. November 18th. The last day Helle was seen when her friends were like, I'll take you home from the airport. There's a snowstorm coming. Well, Hine, this Joseph Hine guy, he's out driving the plow. He's driving by Lake Zor, or whatever it's called. And he notices this rental truck with a wood chipper attached to it that's parked pretty close to the lake. But, you don't think anything of that on November 18th during a snowstorm. You're like, okay, that's there, whatever. But then he's seeing in the news that the Crafts home it's been searched, the wife's gone missing. Richard's a suspect. He's like, I better go share this information. So then the detectives, work, and they're like, let's go search that location. Now this is where it gets good. They find a lot of small pieces of metal. I don't know exactly what that has to do with it, but something. Okay. But then they find human tissue, a crown of a tooth, a fingernail with pink nail polish, some bone chips, some bleached blonde hairs, and O-type blood. Guess what? That's Helle's blood type.
That's just your regular household items. What's the problem?
A crown of a tooth?
You don't just chips? You don't just have a handful of
What's
stuff
worse
laying
is
around,
if you keep a pink painted fingernail.
Okay, well, don't ask me too many questions about things that I keep in spare drawers in my closet.
No, I don't believe you. It's all just bins of cords.
No.
Okay.
That's just in a different bin.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen.
Well. So here's the thing. Here's the theory. Let's just stop talking about your creepy personal life.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Well, you're the one who's saying he might have pink fingernails.
Listen, okay, you just need to get on with your story, all right? I'm tired of being attacked.
I like to add this level of attack, white males, and drama.
Okay.
But anyways, here's the theory.
I'm tired of your crap.
They think that Richard probably struck Helle in the home. No, in the home. At home. In the head. My goodness. I couldn't read. It's fine. So, whatever he struck her with, she probably, maybe landed on the carpet. Stained the carpet with their blood. And he's like, okay, I'm going to go put her body in the freezer. I'm going to let her freeze. I'm going to cut some of this carpet out. And he's like, okay, she's frozen. I'm going to cut her apart with the chainsaw, dismember the body, all right. We're going to take that all out to the lake, get the wood chipper running, and start just shoveling pieces of her dismembered body into the wood chipper and watch her disappear into the lake. Seems like a foolproof plan.
I think it's great. Like, I have this picture in my head. There's a truck pulled down by the lake, and there's a wood chipper attached to the back of it. And he's just standing there, like, it's like a clear night, like full moon. He's just like happy-go-lucky, flinging like body parts into this chipper, and it's spraying them out into this river. And he's just like, organic fish food, just like singing, like thinking he's doing something nice. I don't know why, but that's just hilarious in my head, and I can't stop thinking about it.
People are gonna hate you. All right. Anyways. So. For a homicide prosecution, you typically need some official determination of death, which they're like, okay, we can use identification of a body for that. But there's no body.
Ooh.
So they just they have that crown of a tooth. They're like, how can we use just this to confirm that she's dead? Well, it did match her dental records. But, you could be alive without a crown of your tooth.
True.
But anyways, that was enough. They issued a death certificate for her on January 13th, 1987, even though she was most likely killed on November 18th, 1986. But they really have no way to prove that. So they just have their ideas. So anyways, they arrest that sucker, Richard. Oh, here's just a fun fact that I probably should have mentioned at the time of Henry Lee. Is that his name? Yeah. I want to say Henry Lee Lucas, but I think he's a murderer we talked about before.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Oh no, I lost my spot. Here I am. Okay. For the trial, to really strengthen their forensic investigation side thing, Henry Lee, he just put a pig carcass through a wood chipper to compare like the bone chips to the ones they found. And that, it was similar, so that really strengthened their theory. I don't like it. Hearing that you put a pig through a wood chipper versus talking about a human that went through it. They're both probably not great, and maybe the pig had already died of natural causes first. I don't know.
I mean,
or maybe Henry Lee was like, I'm just gonna go slaughter a pig real quick. It's for science.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, okay. What year was this?
The trial, I think, took place in 87. No.
The trial they definitely just killed a pig just to try it.
Great.
Definitely. Yeah.
I'm going to pretend like they didn't. But
okay.
It happened.
True.
Okay, so the trial. It ended in a hung jury because one of the jurors they voted in favor of acquittal, and then they ended up just walking out and they refused to ever come back. And I don't know too much. I assume it was just that they were like, there's no strong enough evidence to say that he's guilty. It just seems likely. I don't know. So then they needed to have a retrial with the whole new jury and everything. So that takes a couple of years. But in 1989, they find him guilty. And they're like, we're just going to sentence you to 50 years in prison for killing your wife. But here's the thing. It's the first murder conviction in the U.S. where there was no victim body. So he's got that award going for him, Got sentenced to 50 years in prison for murder, but they never found the body. What a winner he is.
Hey, everyone has to excel at something in their lifetime.
Okay. Get this. One more fact. Maybe. Richard was released last year, January 2020.
Wow.
He got out
it's a
for
good year
behavior.
to get released out of prison.
Now, I'm not pointing the blame at anyone, but somehow maybe just releasing this murderer from prison was like, all right, we're start 2020 off wrong. Here's COVID. It's all downhill from here. Maybe if they just kept that guy in jail. I don't know.
Bet he's one of the guys walking around Walmart without a mask on.
Probably.
You know?
He still claims that he's not guilty. I think he's like in his 80s now, what I've read, and he stays at some place for homeless veterans because I'm sure he doesn't have money anymore. But in pop culture, for people out there that know a little something something, they claim, and it's quite a leap, that this inspired the movie Fargo, which I'm pretty sure the only connection is someone that's already dead going through a wood chipper. But Fargo's
I think it's a fun
this
idea.
This is inspired by true events.
Yeah, but they also put that on like all these paranormal things too. Like someone has like a weird scratch on their back.
That's because there's people like me out there that's like, I had to sleep on the floor of a basement in Scranton one time, and I felt something like graze my hand. I'm like, oh, it must just be the cat. I'd rather it be a ghost. But I was like, Knuckle,
what's wrong with rats?
Do your grandparents have a cat? No. I'm like, okay, I'll be fine.
It was a
so
little
anyways,
rat
I did have
Tim
a paranormal. Jesus Christ. You shouldn't say that. I'm sure he's already found that I do this and listens to
it. What's he gonna do? Kick me off of being tech champion?
It's okay. I got some black belt. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm sure it still holds up.
Oh, yeah. That kind of thing doesn't lose its value.
Not in today's world anymore. I can never mind.
Okay, sorry, I derailed that.
Oh yeah. But that's all I have.
That's all you have?
Yeah, I mean,
I
she's
thought you
dead.
came prepared.
The husband did it.
Yeah,
there's a couple jokes in there. And she just went through a wood chipper, you know?
Oh,
which
okay,
sucks,
well.
I'm sure. If I was murdered, I don't want to go through a wood chipper, but
what's it matter? You're already dead. Just
I want my body to be preserved
here.
forever in case my soul comes back.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, okay, if your soul comes back, wait. What's that have to do with your body, though?
Well, I want to go back into my body.
You get the excitement of having to find all the pieces and putting it back together.
No. It's like, okay, here's one bone chip. Here's one hair. What'd you guys do with that chainsaw? Where's the rest of me?
Yeah. That's when you just possess someone else. That's where the real fun is.
That is working.
I think he's over it.
Yes. Buddy. Hey. It's because I missed his regular dinner time feeding, I think.
Oh, no. Well, that's okay. He was our honorary guest for this episode.
Probably for the rest. Hi, be quiet. He's just staring at me. It's his favorite activity. Okay. I'm done talking now. Should I end this podcast?
Well, I think so. I mean, I had a hoot and a half.
The end.
The end. Goodbye.
I hope maybe people still want to download and listen, but
probably not.